Good morning, Kennedy. We have a great show for you this week. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Jose.
Kennedy Impact starts right now.
Good morning, Kennedy. I'm Jose. This is my first time in the show, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, teens spend a lot of their money on things, but is it ever things that they need?
In my personal opinion, we spend a lot of stuff that we don't need, and instead of stuff we really need.
Let's go to Zach and Brandon with this story.
I'm here with Miss Martin, and I'm asking her what teens spend their money on. So, Miss Martin, what do you think teens spend their money on?
I think today teens spend their money on, well, girls spend their money on clothes and jewelry and personal items like that. And guys, well, I don't know exactly what they spend their money on. I have two boys at home, so you'd think I would know, but my oldest son spent all his money on going out to eat with his friends and hanging out and kind of on entertainment. And my younger son saves all his money, and so he doesn't spend a lot of money at all. So I have kind of both at home. But I think it really depends upon kids and kind of what they like to do, and also how much money they have.
So, what do you spend your money on?
Food and parties. Same.
What do you think other teens spend their money on?
Clothes, shoes, parties, food. I don't know.
Do you think teens spend their money wisely?
No. Nope.
And why is that?
We're teens. We don't know what we're doing.
Alright, thank you, ladies. Do you think teens spend their money wisely?
Again, I think it kind of depends upon the student or the teen. I think some teens aren't able to kind of think forward to what expenses will be in the future, and so they maybe spend money a little more freely than they should. But I think part of that's just learning and experience. Here at Kennedy, we have a personal money management class or personal finance class that Mr. Gassner teaches. He's really the expert on retirement, and he teaches teens a lot about the importance of starting to save when you're young. So you should maybe interview him as well.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. So, Juan, what do you spend your money on?
Well, I typically just spend my money on going out with friends, clothes, drinks outside when I go out, stuff like that.
Okay. And do you think teens spend their money wisely?
I honestly think they don't, because a lot of them are usually just broke because they're always spending it on unnecessary stuff.
And what do you think teens do spend their money on?
Just a lot of junk, like junk food for school and unnecessary clothes and stuff they don't need usually.
Alright, thank you, Juan. I'm here with Mr. Gassner, and we're going to interview him if teens spend their money wisely. So, Gassner, do teens spend their money wisely?
I think it all depends on which teen you talk to. I know that when you're in high school, you're still living at home, so you don't always, you have your cost of like a cell phone and kind of your entertainment funds and that kind of thing. So I think it really depends on which student you talk to about that. So some do and some don't, based on, I guess if they get help from mom and dad.
And what do you think teens mainly spend their money on?
Yeah, I would say that teens, spend a lot of money, probably on, food and like I say, those entertainment things, doing things with their friends, and those kind of things. I like to call it the fun money, probably a lot of times. But Like I said, there are certain, I know there are also kids that are trying to save for cars. There's kids that are paying for their car insurance. And then we have other kids that, like I say, have to pay for their own clothes and those kind of things too.
Thank you, Gasner.
And guess what? Spring break is coming in 2 weeks, and I'm really excited about it. What are you doing this spring break?
I'm going to LA, man, California. What about you?
I'm gonna make it short and simple with you. I'm actually doing nothing this spring break except going to track practice, just working out a little bit. It's not gonna be that bad. I mean, a little boring, but still.
Well, a lot of people are going out of town.
Yeah. Let's see what Kennedy's doing for spring break.
Yeah, let's take it over to Team Meal with the next story.
This is Tyler here with Kennedy Impact Today, here to talk to David about what he's doing for spring break. So, you going anywhere special?
Not really. Pretty much just hanging out in Bloomington. Probably play some street hockey in the driveway and just chill.
So he's pretty much being so really lame. But that's okay. I mean, is there anybody you're hanging out with?
Not especially. Not in particular. Just a couple friends. Maybe throw some girls in the mix. You never know.
All right. I like that. All right. Well, thank you, David, for your time today.
No problem.
TV here with Eleni, here to talk about what she's doing on spring break. So, where are you going?
I might be going to New York this spring break.
What do you plan on doing in New York if you go there?
Looking around, looking at the Statue of Liberty, maybe.
I'm pretty excited to go.
Yeah, pretty psyched.
You ever gone anywhere else on spring break?
Not really.
Oh, well, me neither, so it's okay. So, we wish Eleni safe travels to New York. This has been Tyler with Kennedy Impact. Kennedy Impact TV here with Vicky today to talk about what she's doing on spring break. So, you going anywhere special?
I think I'm going to go see my brother in Chicago. And I'm going to teach my cousins a new life in America. I just got here, so yeah.
That sounds like fun. Anything else you're going to do while in Chicago? Maybe sightseeing or just spending time with family?
I think just spend time with family. And yeah.
All right. Has there ever been a better spring break, or is this gonna be the best one you've ever had?
I usually don't do anything, so yeah, I think this is gonna be the best one, I guess.
All right. Thank you, Vicky, for your time. This is now Farm Boy here with Kennedy Impact TV, here to talk to Arnold about what he's doing during spring break. So, you going anywhere?
I'm gonna go see some Timberwolves and Wild games.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You like the Wild?
A little bit, kind of.
Okay. So, are you gonna have a good time, or are you just going because you just want to go?
I just want to go because free tickets, first row seats, and yeah.
Oh, nice. I wish I could do that, but I'm poor. So, so what are y'all dressed up for today? Or is that special, or?
It's for somebody.
Oh, for somebody. You gonna hang out with them during spring break?
Hopefully.
Oh, so this has been Farm Boy with Kennedy Impact, here to report about Arnold's life.
Mike.
This is Farm Boy here with Kennedy Impact, here talking to Mr. Raymond, what he's doing over spring break. So, you going anywhere special?
Yeah, for spring break, for the last few years, we've been going to Arizona with the baseball team, get a little spring training in, give us an advantage on some of the other teams that just stay in the north area here. So, we're actually leaving on Friday right after school is over, and we'll be coming back the next Friday. So, we're going all spring break pretty much.
Think you guys are going to do pretty well down there?
Hopefully, a lot of inter-squad scrimmages, but sometimes when we go play the teams from Arizona, they've already had 3 or 4 games and 7 or 8 games, and they kind of stomp us. But it's pretty fun. We get together, 95-degree weather. It's pretty cool.
All right, so thank you for joining us today.
Some people are actually going out in the country, which is really cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Maybe I'll go out of the country next.
Maybe next year. I wonder what's going to go on in school.
Avi can tell us with the update.
Good morning, Kennedy. I'm Afi with your update. Advanced Placement Exam registration forms are now available. Deadline for registration is Friday, March 23rd. The AP exam will take place May 7 until 18. You can find the registration form on the Kennedy website. The COSIG test is $40 and are offered free or charged for students who qualify for free or reduced lunch. There will be a mandatory meeting on April 25th during advisory. See Ms. Dalweilen if you have any question. Attention seniors, you can now register for the Seniors All-Night Party. Forms and more information can be found on the Kennedy website. If you turn in your registration before March 31st, the cost is only $50 and will go up after that. Make sure you also pay any outstanding fines. Also, any seniors interested for speaking at graduation, tryouts will be held on Wednesday, May 9th. Spring break this year is April 2nd to April 6th. Boys tennis start Monday, March 26. Lacrosse for boys and girls also start on Monday, March 26. That's all for this week's updates. I'm Afi and let's go to Paul with this week's sports.
As spring sports are warming up, like our weather, winter sports are coming to an end. First off, Kennedy's adapted floor hockey team made it to state in the PI division. They won their first game 9-4, but lost the second game to the #1 team 8-1. In the end, they took fourth place. Congratulations to the Flyers on another great season. Just as the hockey tournaments were the past 2 weekends in St. Paul, this past weekend was for the ladies at the Target Center. There we had one new state champion in the 2A division, with Providence Academy beating Sauk Center 46-40. In the 1A, 3A, and 4A, they were all repeat champs. They got there in the 1A with Marathana Christian Academy beating Mountain Iron Bull 49-37. In 3A, De La Salle dominated and beat Richfield 65-45. Then in the primetime 4A game, Hopkins was just too much for the Cinderella Osseo and won 77-55. Congrats to all the teams that made it to state there. Last weekend was for the girls to shine, and this weekend is for the guys. In the 4A section, #1 Hopkins is the favorite to win it all again. And in the 3A section, watch out for #1 seed Minneapolis Washburn, who took out Benilde St. Margaret's in the section championship game. Those are my two favorites going into the weekend. Watch next week for a recap on it. This weekend's weather may have been hot outside, but inside the XL Energy Center, it was cool as the Final Five took place there. Sadly, the Gopher men's hockey team could not take it all, but congratulations to the North Dakota hockey team with a 4-0 victory over Denver on Saturday. The Lady Gophers, on the other hand, had a much better weekend. On Sunday, they beat the Badgers of Wisconsin 4-2 to win the NCAA Division I Women's Ice Hockey Championship. Here is a look at their celebration as the game ended. Kennedy graduate and now a Golden Gopher, Dylan Ness, had a great weekend in St. Louis. There he took out the nation's #2 NCAA wrestler on Friday morning. Then he made it to the championship round in the 149 weight class. The only bad part was he could not upset both the #1 and #2 guys and lost in the championships. Congratulations to Dylan on a great run. You'll get him next year. This year, the MSHSL is celebrating its 100th year of basketball tournaments. In celebration of this, they named the top girls' basketball games over the years. #3 on that list is the 2005 Class 4A Championship. That game was between Hopkins and the Eagles of Kennedy. In the end, the Eagles beat the Royals 44-38 in overtime. For more information on Kennedy sports updates and other Kennedy-related sports, visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/Kennedy Impact. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Kennedy Impact, or follow Kennedy activities at twitter.com/Kennedy Athletics. Now to Tommy with this week's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, the new iPad was off the charts. Apple has just revealed that it sold 3 million iPads since they went on sale last Friday morning. This marks the biggest launch weekend for any version of the iPad ever. The new iPad, which starts at $499, has a high-resolution Retina display, an improved 5-megapixel iSight camera, a faster A5X processor, and 4G LTE options. Nokia has filed a U.S. patent application for a magnetic vibrating tattoo, which could wirelessly connect to a mobile device and alert users of phone calls, texts, and battery statuses, all from vibrations. Diagrams of the patent show examples of small, square gadget as applicable to the user's arm, abdominal area, or fingernail. For those of you wary of an actual tattoo, the patent says that the device could potentially be stamped, sprayed, or attached via adhesive tape, applied as a decal, or even drawn on. For more information on these and other stories, you can log on to our Facebook page at facebook.com/KennedyImpact and follow us on Twitter at KennedyImpact. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Tommy Pham, and let's check out this week's book review.
Ay, papicito, ¿dónde estabas toda mi vida?
Let's do this.
Perfect chemistry.
Isomalt
alkalis. Perfect chemistry.
It's un libro, yo.
It's a book.
My name is Alex. Me llamo Alejandro. I grew up in the streets in the south side barrio. I live with my mother where I live with my brothers. My father's not here. He died like all the others.
Hi, I'm Brittany. Just like the singer. My life is perfect. No need to stop and linger. My daddy's rich. My mom's a hottie. I always look cute even when I'm on the potty.
We met at school in a parking space. She nearly drove her Beamer right over my face. I said, watch where you going. What, you can't drive stick? Mama said I could teach you.
I think I feel sick.
Perfect chemistry. Isomalt alkalis. Perfect chemistry. Perfect chemistry. Isomalt alkalis. Perfect chemistry.
It's un libro, yo.
It's a book.
Alex is a jerk.
Chemistry's no better.
My teacher made us partners in class together.
Her boyfriend was un burro.
In English, please.
Have you ever had a churro?
Is that a disease? He is kinda cute.
Ella muy bonita.
In English, whatever.
Lo que sea, mamacita.
I don't know what that means, but I do know the score. If I fell for him,
it'd be the Third World War.
Perfect chemistry. Isomalt alkalis. Perfect chemistry. Perfect chemistry. Isomalt alkalis. Perfect chemistry.
It's un libro, yo.
It's a book.
when opposites attract, it's an amazing tale. So buy yourself a copy and know every detail.
Check your local library, it's hot on the shelf. Just open up the book, enrich yourself. Read!
Wow, that's a lot of good stuff happening.
Well, we got one more thing to add in for this week.
The Kennedy Chopper class is going to be competing at the Xcel Energy Center. Good luck to all of them.
That concludes our show for this week.
It's been fun, but I gotta get to the next class, man. See you guys next week.